invest, the higher the stress. And I've been on a mission, working till there's nothing left. They call me one-sided, can only make the conscious music. I'm well-versed, same niggas should check the contribution. Spearhead of the movement, I'm pointing the way I do this. Relying on the empire, I bet I feel like Lucius. Only few question what I'm doing. Let's take the show on the road, nigga, let's start getting to it. I came a long way from the continental breakfast. I'm more mature now, I treat my exes like a lesson. I can't shake where I draw from like I'm meant to sketching. It's feel like 5 a.m. LA Mad Lion sessions.
How important is the movement you're a part of, and talk about, TRUSS Productions?
I think that movement is crucial. I think we all need a group of people that kind of support the same cause.
Trying to do things in a more organized fashion, trying to be better, and really engaged in the world too, in different ways.
The movement is very important. I feel like it's everything right now, to be honest. Like, not for nothing, but a lot of times, especially because we're in Connecticut, it's so small. Everything is very cliquey everywhere, but because it's so small here, it's very hard to find a community or a hive, for lack of a better word, to really be able to get into and create and be able to freely do so. So this movement was the first time I've ever been involved with anything where it was kind of just like I was accepted right away, as opposed to having to fight resistance to get to like the meat and potatoes of what we all want to get to. I think we all want to be household names. Like, all of us are extremely talented. I don't want to toot our own horns or say anything like that, but all of us have been, long tenures in music. We've been doing anything musically inclined for over 5-10 years. You know what I'm saying? All of us, for the most part. So I feel like, we all want to just break the plateau where we're at of being local artists and being people who are just viewed as just people who just do music as a hobby and want to ascend to the levels of legendary status, like, Jay-Z, Nas, Cole, Kendrick. Like, we all have star power and star ability, so I feel like all of us just want to be able to break through to the next level, and not only break through, but bring people with us, bring the people who are part of that energy and that core with us to elevate everything.
When you first doing music, you trying to find yourself and you trying to find people that want you to be yourself. I think the biggest thing for me is that they always remind me to do you, do what's best for you, make your type of music. Don't try to be like nobody else. I talk to Jay all the time, and he always tells me, yo, at the end of the day, I got your best interest too, so if you feel like this, we're going to follow you. But always remember, you always got a place here I trust if you even go somewhere else. But I feel like I'm never going to go anywhere else because I want to grow with these guys, man. I want to have the Top Dog Entertainment, Dreamville story where we came in this shit together, got the buzz together, and now we just all, living life together the best way we could off of what we love to do. What's unique about TRUSS is the fact that we got, like, every generation. Me and Sinis was talking about this, like, not too long ago. We got people that been around the Rakim, around the Biggie Smalls, and then, like, I'm in the newer generation where it's, like, the hip-hop, trap, Pop Smoke, all these other dudes. But the fact that we all have that, we got to get seen by the world because the world needs this because, like, we have culture. We have a lot of culture, so the biggest thing for TRUSS is just getting out there. Once we get out there, of course, it's going to be world tours and, selling merchandise and just doing all type of events, man, just doing what we love. Because when it comes to the music, you got to make sure that you approach it the right way. When you coming down to these sessions, you got to make sure that your energy right, you approach it the right way. The approach is the most important part to me.
I've been making music now for like 10 years, and something in me has always been looking for some type of collective or some type of place I could call home, whether it be for us to all hold each other down and promote ourselves on like a social media aspect or through word of mouth, or if I get it locked down on a certain venue, then I could bring my homies through and they could do the same thing, you know what I mean? And just work collectively like that. And I had like 2 or 3 failed attempts where I would go to one studio, I would start like a little collective, and then it would kind of fall through because everybody wasn't on the same page, or, we were all taking it at a different pace. And You know, when we finally got it together here at TRUSS, everybody was real serious about what they were doing. Everybody was genuine about helping each other. Everybody just wants to help the movement because they know that it's going to elevate themselves in the end. And it's something that comes full circle. Like, the further I go, the further you go. We're just trying to really put on for hip-hop, really trying to put on for our state, show the level of talent that is out here. Nobody would think that Connecticut has it going on like a New York or an Atlanta or a Cali, but we're confident that we're just as talented, or if not more talented, because, you know, we hear the same things on the radio, same type of sound blowing up, and everybody's doing their own thing here in Connecticut. We're really coming from the soul and from the heart. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that we're so overshadowed. And so we're like overcompensating, but in a real way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not in a fake way at all. It's just who we are. And, you know, we feel that there's a void that needs to be filled as far as originality, creativity, and that's what we're trying to put out there.
I think it's, the importance is in, I think, what it's rooted in. I think it's rooted in truthfulness to yourself and truthfulness in staying true to the music and what you're trying to get across in it. You know, I think Trey's always thinking about what his lyrics are saying. Like, how does the song sound? Are we compromising the integrity of a sound by trying to chase something that's current? So I think that's the key. It's all about just being who you are from a lyric perspective, from a sound perspective. And then once we have that project, getting as much ears on it as we possibly can. So I think that would be one goal for Trey. I think for Dante and Charles, it would be, again, putting out a project that they're super proud about and that can get as many listeners on it as possible. But then also just getting the word out about what we're doing here in the process and the music that we're making here, so that ultimately it can springboard us towards whatever anybody wants to do moving forward. But I think the key is that we continue to have it, right? We continue to have those conversations and we continue to approach each project differently. I think collaboration is so funny because I remember one song we had done with Trey, it was me and Dante. And I remember I came in, Dante had already started the keys and I started the melody. I came into the drums, and the next thing you know, like 15, 20 minutes later, we have this full thing done, and it felt like no time at all. So I think collaboration just makes everything like easier.
To me, and my personal feelings, Trey Tuck, workaholics, trust. If I wanted to say anything, I would say we would always keep it family, and we will always stick together, and that will always bring success, either which way you look at it. So, just success, man, that you know is going to be successful some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether it be musically or fashion, film, whatever it is, just some kind of success. Because we all, at the end of the day, is good people and dealing with good people. So that's what I expect. As long as we stick together, it doesn't matter who. So, but that's what I've been trying to instill in the young people, Trey himself too, you know, because I'll be quick, I know I'm talking a lot. We was in the studio again, me and him, and he was recording. I wasn't recording, I was just in the back, but I was listening and I heard the music. So I don't know, but I was like, yo, I wasn't on the song, but I'm gonna write to it anyway. So I wrote to it, and I ended up coming out here. He had finished his verse, and I'm like, yo, I wrote to it too. You know, what you think? And he told me to throw the verse on. I threw the verse on. That came out crazy. Nice track. The crazy thing about it is when he ended up picking it for the album, he ended up cutting me off. He kept me on the hook, but took my verse off the track. Now, this caused a big controversy. I don't know if he knew I was going to say something about this. I don't know if y'all going to cut this out. But Trey Tuck did take me off the track. Now, if he ever blow and he get big, I want to know if this unreleased track is ever released, a Trey Tuck track that I'm on, that he cut me off, should I have been cut off that? So I don't know if this is going to get cut off this documentary. But to any of his fans, ask Trey Tuck about this song that he was on with Uncle Chuck, which he cut me off, which I'm a little upset, I'm a little hurt. I want to know if y'all ever hear this track, please let me know if I should not have been on that track. If you ever hear that, I want to know from everybody. Because me, myself, personally, I don't think, I'm old school. We don't get cut off tracks. We don't do that. That's like you know what I mean? That's like one of them omens. That's why I said, any way I can leave myself into talking about this in this documentary, I will be mentioning that. I'm going to leave that there. Let me know, Trey. Let me know, Trey Tuck fans. You know what I'm saying? When this pop out, if Trey needed me or he did not. My bad. I veered off. My fault.
The way we view it as is TRUSS is kind of like is the family, right? So TRUSS, Team Russ, you know, the brand you can trust is kind of like the umbrella. So you start up at this high, and Workaholics is just a subdivision of what TRUSS is, you know. So it's crazy important because I know TRUSS. Trey has his own way of moving, right? He's got his lane, but all lanes lead up to the main, you know, TRUSS brand. But I know we got a Trey album coming out. My project's coming out probably at the end of this month, early next month, February. Chuck Tyson, he's another artist that's kind of involved in the whole conglomerate. Just lots of pride. H-Bomb is another guy. Like, I don't know if you know him, but he's super talented actor, rapper, like, you know, you name it. So he's what I guess they consider now an OG like me, which is weird for me to even call myself an OG now. Because I was always younger, you know what I mean? Like, it was weird. It's weird for me to even think about it now. So we're the ones that are kind of mentoring those projects, helping along with the mixing, got a mastering team, production, right? All that good stuff. So this is the year of projects, shows, and upward mobility, like movement.
TRUSS is the team. TRUSS Productions, got the TRUSS fam. It's a movement. It's you know, it's something special. In the circle of trust, because that's what I call it. You know, it's just, you know, and had some T-shirts with a circle, the logo and stuff, and it says in the circle of trust comes a brand that you can trust, and that's us. It's good. We moving in a good direction. We want everybody to know that you can trust us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pull out our best and do our best to help you. We're gonna put our best foot forward when it comes to you and when it comes to us. We're gonna make everything happen. You can trust that we're gonna be honest, be upfront, and put in that work. You know that's what we do. And then it's. I told everybody, you know, trust isn't about me. You know, they call me King Trust, whatever. I don't really think like that. Trust is, it's not about me, it's about them. So when we step somewhere, you're gonna see them. You ain't gonna see me, you're gonna see them. Y'all lucky y'all got me on here now. Y'all know I don't be doing videos and stuff like that. They always be trying to get me to do something. I'll be like, nah, Trey wanted me on this, that's my nephew, so I'm gonna do it for him. But y'all gonna see, y'all gonna be like, yo, that's them Trust dudes right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's them. Like, just like you see everybody, like, yo, they stick together. Ain't no, nah, we together. We together. And that's that. People gonna be like, yo, we doing it. And if they don't want to let us in, we coming. So by the end of this year, we want to be known like, yo, damn, like, we, you know, Flax and all them, like, yo, that's that Trust team. You know, Sway, yo, that's the Trust fam right there. You know, we strong. We strong. We gonna stay. Gotta start. I'm just, like I said, we don't gotta wait no more. What are we waiting for? We wanted to hit the ground running in 2020. Look, this has been going on for a little bit now, some years. 2020, we said, yo, we're gonna hit the ground running.
The expectation is to make it as authentic and as crispy as possible within what we can do in the moment. And I think as you continue to do that, people will buy into it. And they might not say it's the highest shit that they've ever seen, but it might be the dopest shit they've ever seen for somebody at your level. And that's important. You can't take shit like that for a grain of salt. You gotta make sure you understand it. So like when people say you're local, right? Like a local rapper or some shit like that, why not be the best out of all of them?
What's your final thoughts?
I more so want people to see who I am, what I'm capable of being able to do, and who I surround myself with. this conception wasn't like it was created by myself and given to people who can make the shit happen. I don't take credit for none of that shit. But like the idea to think, like, I'm not just trying to make music. Like, I'm not just trying to record, drop music. Like, I want to do something bigger than that. I want to do that as well. But I don't see myself as just, don't put me in a box of just being a rapper. Like, before I was trying to make people to establish me as a rapper. Now I understand that I can rap, but I'm also an artist in how I think about things. The type of ideas that I have and the type of mentality that I have. I want to do a lot of shit. Like build homeless shelters. Like build things that are meaningful to other people. I don't just want to make music. That's not, I want to make, but I don't want people to, this nigga's everywhere. He does well for his community, but he is an artist. He wants to act. He wants to do this. He wants to create things that can help change the world. I would want people to take that away from me. I would also want people to take away, when you see the people that I'm with, put some fucking respect on our names, nigga.
I'll end the interview, nigga.
Fuck out of here, nigga.